Good morning. We're going to start our cartoon project. So the first thing I need you to do is open up Notability and get a new document going. And on the side here, when you click on these pages, you need to have graph paper as your background. So if you click on these three dots, do paper, and choose that graph paper, not the smallest, not the largest, but that one right there. So you need to make sure you have that as a background. And then what I want you to do is go to Safari and think about what you might want to create or enlarge, because that's what's going to happen to this figure when you're done with it. Of course, I'm going to choose a cartoon cat. So you can be creative. The thing to make sure is when you choose it, it has some detail, but not a lot of detail. So you don't want something that's overly busy because you're going to be transferring all of it onto a different sheet of paper, and so that can get kind of cumbersome. So I'm going to pick this cat right here, and I'm going to go ahead and click on it, and then I'm going to take a photo of it. I'm going to take a screenshot of it. Of course, there it is. Okay, so then I'm going to take a screenshot. I'm going to do, let's see, I want to get rid of that little thing. There he is. So I'm just going to take my iPad, take a screenshot. Whoops, that didn't work very well, did it? Here we go. Whoops, what am I doing? Take a screenshot. I was pressing the wrong button. There we go. Take a screenshot. And then you're going to want to edit it so that you get rid of all that junk on the side and at the bottom. You want just kind of basically to do this with it. When you get it done, and it doesn't matter that there's writing on it because you're not going to transfer that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it into Notability. And since I've already created one and I named it Cartoon Cat Project, I'm going to go ahead and import it into there and say, yep, import. You guys know how to do that part. I'm going to go back to Notability. And there it is. I need to get rid of that. Put it in the trash. So here it is. I am going to take it and move it around, right? Because I don't want it right there. I want to put it in the middle here. So I'm just going to drag it and drop it. At this point, I can make it as large as I want, or just kind of move it around and get it centered. Size it however you want to do. I'm just going to leave it like this. And then there you go. Now you've got your picture in there. So the next step is to connect the grid. And you know what? I'm going to move this a little bit because I want to kind of line it up with the grid on the paper. See how I'm taking that and making sure the edges are like lined up? Because what's going to happen now is I'm going to connect the grid or the graph paper grid across the front of my picture. So I'm going to take this, move it up a little bit, and I'm just going to take it as black. And when you drag it across like this, it will snap to your grid lines. So you don't have to be perfect when you're drawing the line because it will snap to it. See what I mean? It snaps. So you're going to do that all the way down. Let it snap there. And then you're also going to do it, oh, that won't work. You're also going to do it this way. So see how it snaps? And you're just going to go ahead and cover that whole thing. If it gets a little wonky like that, like it didn't quite do that graph paper thing, you can just click on it and kind of move it a little bit. Whoops, didn't want to do that either. Let me come back down here. Come here. Kind of do this and make sure it's on the grid. You want it to sit on the grid. So I'm just going to take that pencil and do it again. Hold on, I need to do this. Oh boy. There you go. Okay. So when you're done, you're going to have something, oops, where'd you go, like this. Okay. So you can pause the video here and come back once you've got this completely done. I'm just going to keep going. And what I'm going to do now is I want to transfer the number of grids I have on here to my large piece of graph paper. Now the piece of graph paper you are using has 40 squares across and 28 squares down. So depending on which way your picture is, if it's longer, you want to turn your graph paper maybe lengthwise. If yours is short like mine, I can turn mine, you know, just like a regular piece of paper. So what I'm going to do here now, though, is I'm going to count how many grids I have on my cartoon. You want to make sure you capture even these little grids over here, like with just that whisker in it. Anything that has a part of a picture in it, you want to make sure you capture. So when I look at this, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I don't need to capture this last one, so I have 11 going this way. And let's see how many I have going this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 going this way. So what I'm going to do